There are only 3 basic cuts to learn to make spindles of any size or shape. Coves which go in, beads which stick out, and straight cuts. This is going to be a short video presentation on using your Shopsmith lathe. First thing we want to do is look exactly what we're going to need to do spindle turning. We need a piece of wood, of course, and what I've done is drawn an X on the end. I'm going to have some basic chisels. Here I have a parting tool, a skew, and a gouge. We want to have the tail piece. That just goes on the end of your Shopsmith. Just drops in. Of course, I'm assuming you've already done the alignment on the tool. Then we need to have what they call a dead center. It's just a press fit. And on this end, we're going to use the live center. Now, before I mount my piece of wood in a lathe, there's one more thing that I want to do. Right where I have the X marked, I'm going to take my live center and place it right on the center of the X with a point there and tap it in so we get a nice bite on this. It's fine. I slide the headstock over, and where I marked it, I just set the drive center into the piece of wood, give it a little bit of extra push on there, and then tighten my lock up. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and rough the piece out with my gouge. Get it rounded down. I don't look for a very smooth surface here. I just want to remove the wood quickly. Next, I will take my skew chisel and finish smoothing the wood off until it's pretty well smooth and cylindrical. The skew chisel is probably the most useful tool that we have in our arsenal of tools, so it's well worth taking the time to master it. Now, it does require some amount of practice, but I think you'll find it's very satisfying once you have mastered it. Now here I'm just laying out for a bead cut. I put 2 lines in to define the edges and then just roll my chisel from one side and then the other right down to that little cut. So let's review real quickly. When you learn the 3 basic cuts, cove cut, bead cut, and straight cut, you will be able to make anything you like in the way of spindle turning. You might want to start off with something small, like chess pieces, salt shakers and pepper mills, work your way up to things like baseball bats for the kids, all the way up to 4-poster beds, table legs, fish whackers. There's really no end to what you can do on spindle work with your Shopsmith. And if you happen to work on a high-stress job, when you get home at night, instead of sitting down in front of the TV, you might want to consider going out to your shop and just practice making beads and coves for a little while. Even if you make nothing but wood shavings, there's something very satisfying about it. And before you know it, you'll be making beautiful projects for yourself and the family. Here I'm showing how to make a cove. I make some stair steps first, and then I just take my chisel, this is a gouge, and I just follow those stair steps right down. And it's just an easy way when you're starting off to get a handle on how that works. Very simple, very easy. Try it out. See what you think. Remember to always have fun and be safe.